Hi, this is Jeremiah Report, and I am Jeremiah. We're going to talk about the Ferguson arrest warrants household report shows. Now, check this out, man. I read this, and it states that black people in Ferguson gets targeted more than whites, a lot more than whites, and this is how they make money. And the conviction rates of black people are 80%, and this is how the courts actually make money. And this is the new business. Business shouldn't be about the courts. Courts should be fair and impartial, but it seems like the courts are targeting blacks for financial gain. Okay, now I'm gonna check this out, and I'm gonna read this real quick, and you tell me what. Michael Brown is currently on one of the main sources of tension between the police and civilians in Ferguson, Missouri. But a new report may give the city residents even more cause to be angry. It suggests that Ferguson multiple courts are targeting low-income African Americans to turn a profit. Now, this is happening all over the United States of America, and it's becoming very irritable. And this is not justice. The reports of Arch City Defender, a legal group that works to break the city to revolving door justice in St. Louis metropolitan area, reveals that 2013 the Ferguson Municipal Court disposed 24,532 warrants and 12,018 cases, or about 3 warrants and 1.5 cases per household. In Ferguson, the majority of 70% of the city, 20,203 residents, are African American, and 20% of the residents below the poverty line. The reports mentioned before going on to say, despite revelations and poverty and fines, court fees comprise the second largest source of revenue for the city, a total of 2,635,400 according to a court employee. The docket for an average court session may include as many as 1,500 cases, assuming an 80% conviction rate, and an average fine in the case results in a guilty verdict would be 275. In addition to such hefty prosecution, Ferguson and other municipal courts engage in numbers of operational procedures that make it even more difficult for defendants to navigate the courts. For example, a Ferguson court employee report that the bench roughly starts hearing the case 30 minutes before the appointed time, and then locks doors to the building as early as 5 minutes after the official hour. A practice that could easily lead to defendants arriving even slightly late to receive an additional charge for failure to appear. The group set to examine how the court system in St. Louis County treats its clients after some complaint of harassment, mistreatment, and jail time for failure to pay fines. While Arch City Defender acknowledged that a majority of the 60 municipal courts analysis treated clients well, it found Ferguson was among the chronic offenders. Ferguson is the site of racial tension and civil clashes with the police, following the killing of unarmed teen Brown on August 9 by police officer Darren Williams. Data from Arch City Defender suggests Ferguson officials and police may have more explaining to do related to the city's municipal court's hefty caseload and racial implications tied to it. According to reports, in Ferguson, 86% of the traffic stops involving black motorists, by comparing white motorists, comprise 12.7% of the vehicle stops. What's more, after being stopped in Ferguson, blacks are almost twice as likely as whites to be searched, 12.1% versus 6.9%, and twice as likely to be arrested. The report states, I can't tell you what's going on in the mind of police officers and the mind of my clients. They're being pulled over because they are black. Thomas Harvey, executive director and co-founder of Our City Defender, told folks they're being pulled over so the city can generate revenue. An armed defender in Our City Defender, the report echoes that sentiment in Delwood, Ferguson, basically in North County. If you're black, they're going to stop you. Alex Tobach, a professor of economics at George Mason University, says our city findings are a result of the city's police tendency to make bullshit arrests. In a blog for Marginal Revolution, he writes, in part, you don't get 321 fines, $321 in fines and fees and 3 warrants per household from an about average crime rate. You get numbers like this from bullshit arrests, from jaywalking and constant low level harassment involving stops. Courts appears high fines and threats of jail for failure to pay. Mother Jones, Kim Jones asks questions about the system that has yet to be answered. Why? Why are police departments allowing to fund themselves with ticket revenue in the first place, or red light camera revenue, right dumps, or civil asset forfeitures revenue, or any other kind of revenue that provides them with an incentive to be as hard asses as possible. See, I don't know what's going on, but these cities, this is becoming a regular practice in black communities all over the world. And our law system is so basically trying to generate money that they don't really care about justice. They care about their money. They care about their pockets. They care about their funding. They care about everything but the people. This is getting out of hand in this country, and this is not how democracy is run. Who is running this so-called democracy? Who is enacting these practices? All I know is this: African Americans are being attacked with these practices, and they are being liquidated of their funds because of it, which is not fair. People got jobs, people got lives, who are law-abiding citizens, who don't break the law, but yet they are treated like they are criminals, not safe in their own homes, not safe in the streets because the police are killing them, and it's getting out of hand. Now, people talk about how people are killing black folk in Ferguson, but they don't talk about what they do as a nation and generate money. These unnecessary disputes and stops and searches can lead into other chaos, like murdering or a murder of black or even white personnel. Civilians of the United States of America, a free country. It's coming like an East Germany country where the pockets of the state is more important than the civilians who live there. Don't these people get taxes? Don't these people get amount of taxes all through the United States to fund these police and the court system? Why do they need extra money? People pay their taxes. What's the problem? This is Jeremiah Report, and this is Jeremiah reporting.